Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And today I'm here with a first impression and demo of the Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette. I'm excited. I was going to say I'm over the top excited or whatever. I'm excited. So first of all, big thanks to a subscriber who gave me a gift card around my birthday for an amount that was close to the full amount of this palette. I held on to that for quite a while to find the perfect thing to indulgently use it on, and this glittery, sparkly, wannabe Barbie girl dreams. This was the pick. I'm so excited. I even have a matching beverage, not Spawn or anything, but. So her first palette to me had this beautiful, like luscious, intense cream blush color, but then the other colors were very like peachy gold. And this one still feels pretty peachy gold in person, but it just feels a little bit more, it felt like the right choice. The swatches to me read as like pale girl friendly, which I realize is not always the best thing for, you know, widespread popularity. But I'm very excited to have this in my hands. So I ordered this when it was first launched. It showed up today and I'm filming. I haven't touched it. I've taken some photos and video of it, which I may have on the screen as I'm talking because I was enchanted by it. But I wanted to swatch it first thing on camera and then we'll put it on our face. So I did watch Michelle Wong's review of this. I understand why other YouTubers say they don't watch reviews before they do their own. And she described it as like this one color is cream and the other one is more cream to powder, which excites me because creams are not my comfort zone. So theoretically, this gives me an opportunity to play and some formulas that I would feel more comfortable with. So first up, I'm going to swatch the Glow Cream Base. This did just come in from outside and it's fairly chilly in New York, but it feels like a firmer cream, like not too, I don't know, too like smushy or greasy. Smushy, a very accurate word. And from first swatch, it's very subtle, but very pretty as well. And it's buildable. I just built it up up here, but left the original one swatch down there. Then we have Super Glow, and this does feel like a powder, but one of those denser powders that has that bit of like maybe silicone that makes it feel kind of wet or cool to the touch. Oh, that does not need any layering. That is a very intense color with a nice sheen. So the glow, the cream part, the cream product doesn't look like it's too shiny in terms of like a actual shimmer in there, just that you have the moisture of the cream. But the next one, the Super Glow, is definitely like a pink peach gold situation. Now the diamond powder, I don't think I've ever used this formula. It definitely feels drier to the touch. Ooh. It basically looks like a topper. I am so excited to get this on my face. I've come around to the concept of a glittery face highlight over the last probably year or so, and that one is exciting. Now the Glow Impact Powder feels like somewhere between the Super Glow and the Diamond, meaning it feels like a drier powder, but not quite as dry as the Diamond powder. It's not really an impressive swatch at all, and it might actually be too deep to be a highlighter on me, but theoretically, this one would be a good highlighter. Okay, so what I have on my face right now is just spot concealing and brow gel. I haven't powdered anything because I want to work on doing more cream powder layering. So since nothing has been powdered, I'm gonna go right in with the cream product and then see where we can play with the other 3 products on my face. In terms of tools, I did bring my Blendful out again. I did a very first impression of this product. It was actually the last video up on my channel. And then I have this brush from Refer. So this is not, this is kind of like an undefined face brush for me. And then I have my go-to kind of highlighter brush, which I'll probably try for the bottom 2 powders. I'm gonna try with the Blendful first, even though I feel least comfortable with it. And let's go into the cream. The second layer I'm applying, I went in with a heavier hand because I feel less afraid by the cream concept. Whoa. Going in with a clean side of the Blendful just to diffuse it out. And loving blush on my temples and on my nose, which kind of defeats the purpose of the concealer I put on there, but that's okay. My cheeks, okay. So that's a nice blush action. For a lot of people, this would be more than enough blush for them. So it does still feel a little tacky, but I think that's kind of to be expected. Not super sticky, just a little tacky. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the Super Glow, the really vibrant peachy pink one, with my Refer brush, and let's just layer it up and see. So I'm one of those people that tends to go in a little heavy with the brush and then I'll tap off excess. I don't recommend doing that for this product, this one right here, because when I did that, it just all fell off. Nothing clung to the brush, and usually an animal hair brush will have a better stick or cling to it. So instead I just went in with the one tap, so there wasn't too much product, but I didn't have to knock any off. I'm gonna put on my glasses and look at it kind of up close for me. When you diffuse it on your skin, in some ways, if you don't like glitter, you're probably not gonna like this color, if I'm being totally honest. Because it has a golden sheen, but when you look really up close, what the golden sheen really is you're getting all those golden glitter flakes. I like the cherub nose though, you know, that's a thing for me. So something I just corrected, I tried to go in with a very light hand with this color on this cheek, and I did not feel like it was incredibly successful. So I just went back in with another light layer to match the intensity of this cheek. I'm really hopeful that this one right here is gonna be some kind of super cool highlighter on me. So my skin has like skincare on it, and it's not super tacky, but it's not totally dried down. This kind of product may need a setting spray put down first to really cling down, but I want to try it without it, and then I can always go back in and add. I think the glow is there. I'm just used to really intense highlights. So at first count, oh no, it's definitely there. Okay, I'm gonna put a little on the nose. So I want to do the setting spray trick on this side of my face to see what it looks like. There's a major glow there, that's for sure. But again, just like with this other product, with the Super Glow and the diamond powder, if you don't like glitter, this is not going to be a palette that's worth it for you, in my opinion. On this side, I did put a little bit of the diamond powder down, but I actually want to use that spot for the more golden shade and see if it actually highlights on me. I think that might be a little bit too dark for my skin. I mean, you can definitely see it cast, so not a little bit, a lot. There are times when I don't have foundation or a BB cream on where I feel like I have a harder time judging my skin, and I don't know if it's just a lack of knowledge thing or what, but I would say for this, I don't think this is gonna work for me as a highlighter, at least not at my current skin tone. And if I were to get darker in the summer, maybe. It's just like, it's a rose gold, but what I'm thinking is it would actually be a nice layer over the cream blush rather than the more sparkly one. So if you are looking at this, if you got it or you're not sure what to do with it, I would say you could probably try layering the golden shade over the cream blush for a more sheeny rose gold blush. I don't think I've ever put a cream blush on my eyes, but I was just inspired. I think I'm gonna do a little eye look while we're here, and it'll give me an opportunity to play with the products just a little bit more. I'm not gonna put any primer down. I don't know how this is gonna look. We'll just see. I'm even just gonna play with my fingers. Since this powder is so pigmented on this eye, let's throw that powder on. Now I think for my hooded eyes, actually doing my typical glitter glue for this powder product is gonna be a better bet, but it did stick a little bit to the cream blush underneath. For this eye, this is where I want to play with that golden color. So you can see here, this neutralizes the peachy rosy tone of the blush. So I think it is actually really nice to have this golden tone in this palette, because if you want to use this but get a slightly more neutral blush, I would put the cream down first and then layer this on top. Of course, if you're not looking for a luminous blush, that's not going to be a great look for you. But if you're looking for a luminous blush but you want to neutralize it a little bit, then you can layer those two. Whereas if you want a more peachy golden blush and you're okay with glitter, you could put this on top. Or if you're the kind of person that doesn't mind the dew and just wants to leave the cream blush without anything on top, and you feel comfortable doing that, then you could just wear the cream blush. I'm not saying you could wear it and I don't know anything about the longevity, but I'm saying you could do that. It totally looks beautiful without anything else layered on top. Now, last thing, what do I want to do? I was trying to keep this pretty low key, but I'm gonna take just the tiniest bit of glitter glue and tap it in the inner corner of my eyes and then add some of that diamond powder, because it has a really beautiful glow, and I would love to see that in the inner corner. And we're just doing all fingers for this look. So, as you might be able to tell, when you pack it on with that sticky base, the pink in there really pops out. Okay. First impressions are not easy. You know, I've done a couple of them here and there, and I feel like having done the Blendiful one and this back to back, I feel like I'm facing the same kind of end where I'm like, okay, I see good things, I see less impressive things, and I'm just gonna have to use it more to have a better sense of what's what. So I think for me with my makeup style, my skin tone, and what I kind of imagined this to be in my head when I saw the swatches, I actually wish that the glowy shade, especially this gold one, was paler, because I feel like it really cripples the palette for me from this first perspective. I am not sure how I feel about the diamond powder texture. I just need to work with it more. And I think the other two formulas up here seem fine, seem good. So yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of the road. I actually think this is an interesting face and eye palette now that I've worked with it. I even think that this shadow, from how bright it was in the inner corner, if I did glitter glue on my lid, I think it would also be a really pretty like Barbie pink eye look. And you know, with blush draping, it's really cool to have like a monochromatic situation. And I do want to play with this more in terms of blush draping and all of that. But right now, how I'm standing is that my perspective as a, just keeping it real as a consumer, as somebody that's like infatuated with the packaging and the color story theoretically, I'm going to keep using this, but I don't have any qualms with returning it. If I keep using it and I still feel this kind of middle of the road, this might go back. I think, and you know, I've said this in the other videos and I still believe it. I don't think the cycle, like shopping to return, I don't think that's a really healthy thing to do. And it's obviously messing with the environment in different ways because that makeup basically ends up in a landfill. But as a straight up consumer that bought something luxury, I want to be impressed with it, and I want to use it. So first impressions are, we will see. I feel more positive than I do mediocre or negative, but I'm not instantly head over heels, never gonna let this go. The reaction I had to this is much more tepid than the reaction I had to this. That should give you some perspective. Are you looking at picking this up? Did you already get it? Are you getting the eye palette? Do you have thoughts? I want to hear them. I want to hear them even if you didn't buy anything. Why didn't you buy it? What do you think of Natasha Denona? I'm very middle of the road with her and her brand. There's some really good things and there's some really big flops, and then there's a lot of stuff that feels like it's kind of in the middle, but we shall see. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to follow along with all of my colorful shenanigans, I would love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. If you already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you so much, and I appreciate all my patrons. If you're interested in supporting my creative beauty and food endeavors, I have it linked in the description box. Otherwise, thank you for just spending a bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.